So this is my Icon toolbox setup. Consists of a 73-inch roll cab with work center, 2 end lockers, 56-inch overhead, 73-inch overhead, and another 56-inch overhead, and a 56-inch roll cab with a 56-inch top chest. The box is 15 feet 4 inches long, 89.5 inches tall, 25 inches deep, and the empty weight is 3,659 pounds. The overhead has a nice lift system with automatic light. It's got these struts, and then I got the light kit for it. Stainless steel top, which is required when you spec out the work center. They call it a work center, Hutch. And then I just got this rubber PVC rubber mat off of Amazon, and I cut it to fit because the stainless steel, I mean, it's really nice, but it's hard to keep real clean, and it scratches pretty easily, actually. But the work center is real nice. The light is just magnetic. It's an Icon light, and it's got a little magnetic sensor right here. And I just ran the wires behind the hutch, on the outside through that access hole down through here into the little control box. And lockers are real nice. They're double walled, and they have this this system that you can hang the included accessories, like these came with it. And in here I keep blow molded cases. I keep some PPE stuff like masks. I got some gloves here, trash bags, shop towels. And then this is my my little cleaning station. So I keep like the hand cleaners and different types of cleaners here. Shop towels. In this drawer I just got miscellaneous stuff. So label maker, some bungees, a brake bleeder tool. You got like a little scale here, and some air water separator. And then this is just kind of like a miscellaneous junk drawer. I got a bunch of old Tecton screwdrivers that really weren't really very good. So now I just keep them in here, and if I ever have to make a tool or use something as a pry bar, I just go in here. And these are like my really ancient glass cutting tools from when I used to be a glazer. Doors have a magnetic catch. And the overheads, just miscellaneous stuff, oil, and I have like a little scope in here, and I think my welding stuff's back here. Yeah, like my welding helmet and my welding jacket, gloves. I got a face shield there. And then I got this really nice Icon light for under the hood, and then all my my ammo boxes up here. this is just a bunch of, these are all the handles, because every one of these pieces came with a set of handles. So I have a lot of handles left over. I store them up here, and then here's just a bunch of parts boxes for a project truck that I'm working on. And then this locker is kind of my my bar area locker. You know, I have like tools for the barbecue, hand sanitizers. I keep utensils here, and plates and cups and alcohol. You know, I keep different types of snacks in here. What else do I have in here? Different battery chargers. These are just like manuals and things from my bend pack lifts. These are different adapters for my bend pack lifts. I have a 4-post, and it has like the jack lifts on. They ride on the rails. This is a nice little micro torch. And this drawer is empty. And then if we start here, in here I got like an old school label maker. This is kind of like all my spare air fitting stuff. I keep my Milwaukee headlight in here, different, you know, drill bit cases and bit cases. And this is my socket drawer, and I have it separated. You know, on one side I have SAE, and the other side I have metric. All the chrome sockets are all from my Craftsman, my USA made Craftsman set that I've had since about, I think it was 2001. And then these are my Harbor Freight Impacts, which I've had for, I don't know, maybe 12 years, and they've been great. And I got my CDI torque wrenches in these cases, and just a mix of ratchets, a lot of Pittsburgh Pro, a couple of Snap-ons, and just a bunch of extensions. I like these Ernst wrench rails. If you look at my older videos, you see I've done reviews on them. They kind of have like this little twist lock setup here where you just twist and it comes off, and then twist and then it locks. And you could take the individual rails off. They snap onto this tray, so it helps keep things real organized. You could just take a tray, or you could just take a rail out with you, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, I even have, I'm proud of this Craftsman set. I even have like the original parts list, which is helpful because I've only really broken a couple of these sockets over the years, really due to misuse, and I maybe lost one or two. But whatever I have, I could just refer to this and go to the part number, and I could always find the exact one on eBay, you know, like either a new old stock or a used one that's in good condition, you know, same, because with these part numbers, you can get like the same batch, essentially, same year that it was made, because I don't, you know, I try to keep the set as original as I can. And these are all the specialty tools that came with it, which you'll see like later on in the tour. You'll see a lot of these items. So So the next drawer here is my my wrench drawer, and most of these are part of that original Craftsman set. See, forged in the USA. These have been great. But I also have other, like I have these Tecton flex head ratcheting, which are great. These have been nice. SAEN metric. And then I recently got these mini Icon stubby ratchets, reversible. And these are pretty nice too. They come in their little plastic trays. And then everybody's got like a kind of a catch-all drawer. This is one of mine, and I just keep a bunch of miscellaneous stuff like lockpick set and little tiny squeeze clamps and, you know, an old file and, you know, various doodads and things like that. This is kind of like my cutting implement drawer, so, you know, razor blades, plastic razor blades, knives, scissors, you know, some specialty stuff, spring compressor tool, clutch alignment tool. You know, more specialty type stuff. You know, this is for rotating flywheels. I got some air nozzles here, and this is my drawer where I keep all my different adhesives and sealants and some more lubricants. You know, Diagnostics drawer, you know, and you know, I have some OBD2 reader. I have a really old timing light that came with my Craftsman Master Mechanics set. I work on a lot of older cars. Compression tool, vacuum tool. And then I got different pullers in this drawer. So moving down on this side, this is where I have my pliers. So I have a bunch of Harbor Freight pliers, but I also have other brands too. You know, Crescent. I think I have, yeah, this is Nipex. So I keep these here. The one big difference I noticed with the drawers on the Icon versus the US General is that the shallow drawers are shallower than the shallow drawers in the US General. I used to have basically this drawer, but in the US General 72, I would have the pliers in a plier holder this way, but these drawers are too shallow for that. It's okay. I actually kind of like having all the pliers laying flat. They're easier to identify this way. And this is my screwdriver drawer. So I've got my Synex screwdrivers, which I've had for some time, and they've been great. These are my nut drivers, my Craftsman nut drivers, small screwdrivers, more nut drivers, little screwdrivers, Allen keys, and then my little Allen bits, and then my my pick set. This is my prying and drawer. So I've got like different size pry bars, these nice Craftsman. This is the persuasion drawer, different hammers. You know, like a old mini sledge, and some dead blows, different faced hammers for different applications, brass, soft blow. Heck, I even have my grandfather's claw hammer here, carpenter hammer. And then these hammers I use, these are for like leather work. So I keep all those here. And then this is my ancient air tool drawer, which I really don't use these air tools much anymore, but I've had them forever, so, you know, occasionally I use them. And then these are my grinders. And all the pieces that go along with it. Bolt cutters. Hacksaws. Let's see in here. This is where I kind of keep a lot of my writing implements. I got paint pens here. I got these nice pencils for marking on steel, regular pencils. The Milwaukee markers are excellent. I got these little acid brushes, Harbor Freight. They're great for a lot of different uses, like magnetic little magnets for catching, you know, errant bolts and nuts that fall, and mirrors, temp gauge, calipers, RPM gauge. This is my brake drawer, so I have all the different brake tools here for bending, brake drum tools. A lot of my tools are kind of older stuff because I work on older cars, mostly. And then this is the power drawer. It's got this nice built-in power strip over here. And it's kind of a neat system for managing the cord, as you can see in the back of the box. And this is where you would charge. And then here's the drawer for all the different impacts and drills. This is the Milwaukee High Torque. This is great. This is a real beast. But really my go-to is this little guy over here, the 12 volt. I use this for a lot of things. I actually keep a 1/2 inch adapter on here because, I mean, it's pretty good at taking off, you know, lug nuts on a lot of different cars, really. So that's pretty handy. That's my go-to. Different drills and drivers. And that's it for this portion of the box. This portion of the box isn't really too full, which I'm glad, because really if I filled this up out the get-go, then that means I didn't get a big enough box. I mean, really, you know, my idea is to get something that I could occupy maybe like 60 to 70% of, and then kind of grow into it, because there's definitely tools that I want to get in the future. I want to get into more body work and things like that. But this is what I got in here so far. So this is really messy. I'm going to come up with a better way of doing this. But these are all different bags of hardware, nuts and bolts and washers and things like that. And it's a real terrible mess. So I want to come up with a different way, get different drawer organizers, and I can organize these better. But, you know, here's where I keep my flap discs and cut-off discs and grinding discs, things like that. So this is, you know, like brushes, wire brushes, etc. Let me see if I have anything up here. Yeah. So up here, you know, this is where I'm starting to keep like different things like cord glands and heat shrink stuff and you know, grommet sets, you know, these little plastic washers. I think these drawers are empty. These drawers are empty. This is where I keep all my, what are these things called? Wire loom. I'm not really good with filming and talking, so it escapes me, but you know what it is. It's for wrapping the wires. And in here I got a hot glue gun. I got some tongue depressor things and hot glue sticks. And then this is like my little die grinder setup where I have the different abrasive discs. Keep that in here. Oh, we already looked in there. And then this is kind of like my electrical area, automotive electrical area. So I got different soldering guns. I have 12 and 24 volt, 6, 12 and 24 volt tester, continuity tester, heat gun. This is a nice little power supply. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks, but this is great if you want to apply 12 volts or 24 volts, different amperages to test things. So I use that quite often. Different testers, digital volt ohm meters, battery tester, crimping tools, butt splice connectors, assortment of strippers, wire strippers. These are kind of like my Matco knockoffs that I got on Harbor Freight years ago. And these have been nice. I haven't really had any complaints with these. But these are my go-tos these days, these Nipex wire strippers. These are really nice. And then these have been my go-to crimpers. And these have been good, although Icon is coming out with a new set, which I think I'm going to pick up. That'll give me a little bit more leverage. So that's that drawer. And then, you know, the different supplies here, the different butt splice connectors, fork terminal connectors, ring terminals, heat shrink, fuses, all different types of fuses. Just different types of wire, fuse holders, more wire, kind of a catch-all for this stuff. This stuff's kind of hard to like make super organized, but it's much better than it was before. And then I think that's it. There's really, oh yeah, a couple of more things. All right, we got some, what do you call these? Socket set screw assortment. I call them Allen head set screws. Cotter pins. Little vacuum plugs. What else? No, there's more. Oh, so these come with the Icon boxes, and every box that you get or every section comes with pages. And then you can add those pages to the one binder, so you have like a complete binder with all the instructions for the box. I mean, a lot of this stuff is really self-explanatory, but still, it's nice that it comes with it. Oh, there's more. Okay. So, and then this is kind of like my my straps box. You know, I got to come along in here and different types of straps for rigging and whatnot. This is another power drawer, but I don't use that. You know, I only need one power drawer. And then same thing with this. Like I don't think I'll need this quite yet. And I think that's about it with these drawers. And then down here, this is where I keep like my camera equipment, tripod, my drone landing pad, DSLR, gyro camera mount holder thingy, whatever you want to call it, Bluetooth adapter. So yeah, that's it. That's the tour. So Yeah, the delivery experience was pretty good. Fragile Pack, I guess, coordinated the delivery on behalf of Harbor Freight. Good communication. You know, I got emails and texts, and two guys came and dropped these all off. Everything was pretty good. The box was almost perfect. I had one little ding on the locker door, which is right about here. And Harbor Freight was great about it. They were like, "Hey, you know, we'll send you out another one, no problem." They didn't try to talk me out of it or anything, or they offered money. So, you know, you can negotiate with them a little bit, and we agreed on an amount that was agreeable to the both of us, because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to deal with having to wait another month and then, you know, take things apart. I mean, I wasn't going to pull this out, but I would have swapped that door with that one and then pulled that one off, which would have been the easiest one to remove. Unfortunately, they don't have a part number for just the door, which is kind of lame considering that they have part numbers for drawers, but not doors. You have to replace the entire locker. So that's something to note if you have damage. I mean, if it was a bigger dent, I'd probably would have replaced it. But like I said, I don't want to deal with the hassle of taking things apart and putting it back together, and also run the risk of getting a locker that was old, you know, that came indented again. So that's it. I just took the money, and it came in the form of a Harbor Freight gift card, and that's it. So yeah, this is my tour.